Alrighty guys, as you hear me, so the Dragon Ball Legends TOP guide, or well, this is going to be the walkthrough video, part 1 of 2 for the standard edition. If you guys are looking for the pocket edition, it will be linked in the description down below. Alright, so this is the team we're going to be running. It is the Blast Base Saiyans. We've never run this team before, so this is going to be all brand new stuff for me right here. And of course, on the right hand side, we do have the replacements list, right? So the graphic essentially, so it shows you our boost units, what units heal. Kaba is going to be one of our healers. The Yellow Vegeta is a debuffer. Of course, we have 2 Z tiers and an S tier on this team, so we should be 100% good there. I know there's probably a lot of you guys asking for replacements as well, and it's kind of hard to choose. You kind of just have to understand what the team needs from you. Like, for example, the Transcendent Kamehameha, they're a turn 4 nuke, right? So they're more like a stall-out character. I have doomgeta's told me that Spirit Bomb GT Kid Goku can work right there for him. And then for Kaba, before we used Kaba on this team, we were using the free-to-play Red Vegeta, so you can go ahead and throw him on there. You kind of have to just use your best judgment here. But most of those replacement units, the ones, especially the ones that are non-boost unit related, they have good kits, and that's why they're still on the graphic. And if anything, trust your stars. If you have 14 stars on a unit and it's a relevant unit, there's a good chance that they're going to perform well, right? They're going to work all right. And another thing too is that to increase your friendship rank, I was severely lacking. I have not been farming my friendship rank at all. As you could tell from right here, everyone's either at 1 or like these two are at 5, right? Which isn't significant. You want your main team at friendship rank 10, and I should have been working on this, especially for my boost units, right? Going into this, my Fasha should have been friendship rank 10 and my Bardock should have been friendship rank 10, especially because he's not even at 7 stars, right? So I'm not even able to put like the TOP equip, the normal one that we usually have, which is this one. Again, put all your equip on right now before you start the first fight. Speaking of that first fight, it is going to be straight to the left of us. It is against GT. There's there's quad reds right here, so I mean, of course, you're not going to really want to bring yellows here. So this is what I plan on using right here. Also, again, blast team, so double check everyone's set. I'm pretty sure everyone defaults here to blast, but it's always nice to double check, right? All right, so for attack order, I am going to go for this guy first. This is the most important unit on this team because he's going to debuff one of your units heavily on the start of turn 2 with his like Ocarina green card, right? And then he removes your special move gauge. So let's get him out of the way. And then I do want to go for a purple. We'll go back to red, another purple, and then we'll take out these two at the very end. Finish that off with 1.1 million, and we did get the full kill. And no one's really hurt, which is great. Next is to the left of us. It is against the girl squad. So there is some debuffs coming out right here. It's going to be a little bit annoying. Yeah, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. These guys are probably going to burn their super attack. It's okay. It's fine. So my attack units do attack first, by the way. They're also getting the Q Restore speed buff from Kaba, which is super duper nice. I'm going to put a blue on backup because of the double greens, and then this guy on backup because of the double reds. Also, in terms of debuffs, so Urine debuffs the cross shape, so all of this, right? Kind of hard to avoid all that. Then only these 4 open slots, right? But then the green Bulma is heavily debuffing this up here. So we're just going to avoid that. In terms of attack order, highest priority is definitely going to be the Mai and Urine. Since my blue does attack first, let's go for the Mai first and then for the Urine. After that, we can go for the yellow Videl, this green Bulma, Hercule, and then the baseball Yamcha at the end. He does nullify 1 blast darts, by the way. That's why he's going last. All right, dude, we're absolutely chilling right there. I mean, yellow Videl hit my purple Bardock, bro, which was a little bit unfortunate, right? Sometimes you just get unlucky. Didn't really hit too hard, but you don't want to get hit with type disadvantage. All right, so next fight is straight above you, 3/5 difficulty fight. It is against this kind of Sagas from the movies-ish fight. This is the team formation we're going to be using right here. If you have a movies/powerful opponent unit, it has to be both, so movies and PO, movies plus PO, right? Like a Broly unit, for example. Yellow Pycon will stun a unit, and then he will debuff this top row. If you don't have that, you don't have to worry about that. Gamma 1 does debuff your middle row, and so I probably should avoid that, but I don't want to lose that on the Q Store speed buffs from this guy, right? Kaba. So we're going to go ahead and just eat that. For attack order, my Boo Boys, they have a super. Let's wipe that guy, get this guy out of the way, get the Gamma out of the way, and then we can go for the Vegeta unit, the Trunks unit, and then Pycon at the end. So we finished that fight on turn 2, bro. If you finish a fight on turn 2, like, you know that the enemy team is just doo-doo, right? They're just straight doo-doo. We got a minuscule amount of points for that, but again, it's a 3/5 difficulty fight. It's like one of the easiest fights. We didn't bring in boost units either, right? So just throwing that out there. Next is to the right of us. It is a 4/5 difficulty fight against the Mohawk squad. All right, so this is what we're going to use right here. Avoid the bottom row just because that's where Zamasu's debuffing. Okay, so cover changes for this one. The purple Tapion does have a blast cover change for the yellow Tapion, which is super freaking annoying, dude. I hate that guy. But it is what it is. Either way, I'm going to go for this guy first so we can avoid the debuffs, his heavy debuffs on turn 2. Then I'm going to go for this guy and then this guy, right? So purple Tapion will debuff you upon hitting him, but I mean, I want the yellow Tapion out of the way, and if I go for him, he's just going to come in and cover change it. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know what I mean? After that, we can go ahead and go for the... After that, we can go ahead and go for the Zamasu's here, and then this guy at the end, right? Because he inflicts extra debuffs once you hit him. All right, so we did end up hitting him with the Transcendent Kamehameha. So turn 4 victory. This is the first time I actually saw it right here, throughout this run at least. So yeah, it can be a little bit tanky, but overall not bad at all. Next is to the left of us, 3-fist difficulty fight against the Ginyu force. All right, this is what we're going to use right here. I'm going to go ahead and save these guys for their super attacks. I mean, Fasha's super attack isn't that big of a deal. I don't think this guy's is either, just because he's only at 4 stars pre-revival, but they'll come in handy later. All right, so attack order is very, very straightforward. So this guy won't even tag out on the turn 1, so your blue units can just abuse him. The Jace portion, this guy will start tag swapping between type disadvantage, but those two are the biggest threats right there, right? They have strike covers as well, right? So Jace Birder, strike cover for Ginyu Goku, Kumgoldo, strike cover for, and heals for Birder. And then after those two, we'll go for the red Goku, and then whoever you want, bro. Like, deadass whoever you want. All right, easy fight, easy fight. I mean, honestly, it should have been easier. Double yellows did attack my purple Bardock, bro, which is ass. Pure ass. But we did get the full kill. I mean, it could have been worse, right? It could have been, like, I don't know. I'm not really... This guy's damage isn't that great, but him hitting my Bardock kind of made me a little bit salty. Next is above us, 5-fist difficulty against Legends Road. Again, shouldn't be hard at all. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these two on backup. Double yellows. I don't want Bardock to take more damage here. And attack order, you guys remember Legends Road Trunks, right? He gets a blue card if a Gohan dies. We're going to go ahead and just kill him first. And then after that, since Nappa does have a super attack available to him, I think I just go for double greens here. And then I go for this Piccolo since he's supporting everyone. We'll go for the Great Sandman. And then we'll go for this guy at the end since he has a nullification for a Blast Arts. All right. Again, easy fight right there, right? Don't let Trunks super attack you. 1.2 mil, got the full kill. Next is going to be to the right of us. 5-fist difficulty. Oh my lord, never mind. Next is going to be straight above us. 3-fist difficulty fight against the Kid Squad. All right, so this is what we're going to use right here. I am going to be completely transparent with you. So this entire column on the right and left hand side. So all this and then all this. That's all getting debuffed by the red Goku. You basically only have 3 free slots right there, which is going to be the center column. So you're going to have to take some of that, right? Attack order, I'm going to go ahead and go for the red unit, and then we're going to go for the purple unit, especially since GT Vegeta does have a super attack available to him. And then we can go for the Daima Goku because he has all the support. We'll go for the Super Saiyan 3. He is going to stun us turn 1. He can't do anything about that. Go for the purple Goku, and then this one at the end since he nullifies. All right, so the biggest downside about that is that we used the Evo Vegeta, or the Evo Ken super attack right there at the end. But these guys are close to on. This guy's close to a super attack. This guy got stunned on turn 1, which is a little bit unfortunate, but this was super easy fight, bro. Super duper easy. Next is to the right of us, 3-fist difficulty fight against the Gotenks squad. All right, so I do think this is going to be an easy fight, and I kind of want to go ahead and save these super attacks for the next one since it's going to be a hard fight, right? So we just got to hold out hope here that this guy doesn't take too much damage. So cover changes. The fat Gotenks does have a strike cover for everyone, except for the green and the red Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. All right, so attack order, I do want to get both the yellows out of the way, just being 100% honest with you. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but just the earlier I get them out, the better. I don't want them to touch Bardock. And then we can go for this Gotenks since he's going to be transformed and stuff like that, transformation stats. Typically, I do like to go for him after he goes back to Super Saiyan 1 since he's super squishy at that point. But it's okay, we can go for him right there. This guy is a little tanky, this guy sucks, and then this guy has death buffs. Or, no, he has death buffs for his allies. All right, so easy fight. I mean, honestly, bro, if this was 5-fist difficulty, that is a little bit more difficult, bro. Like, it's tanky, right? There's some tanky, you know, like this guy's tanky, like this guy's kind of tanky. I mean, honestly, just those two. But I could see it being a little bit more hard. Next is to the right of us, 4-fist difficulty against the Boos. This is why I wanted to save some super attacks. So now this is what we're using right here. This guy's probably going to super on turn 2, hopefully. Yeah, 100% turn 2. This will super on turn 1. This one will maybe super on turn 3, possibly 2. but that's still good enough for me. All right, so Gotenks gonna super us turn 1, right? Ultra Boo has a strike cover for the Gotenks. Super Boo stun on turn 3. Buhan has a strike cover for Gotenks and a chance to double attack. And then the Legends Limited Kid Boo, thankfully he doesn't have no strike cover, no blast cover. Evil Boo does have a blast cover for the Gotenks. In my ideal world, I want to get this guy before he super attacks me, of course. We're probably going to get cover changed by the Evil Boo. It is what it is. Then I want to go for this guy so he doesn't double attack me. And then we'll go for this guy to try to avoid the stun, this Kid Boo, and then Evil Boo at the end. Alright, so we got the full kill. We used the Transcendent Kamehameha, but I honestly think that went great. 1.1 million, and everyone's still in great condition. We did get the full kill. We didn't get super attacked by the Gotenks, didn't get stunned by this guy, and did not get double attacked by that guy, which was pretty much all the personal goals of mine. Next is to the right of us still, 4-fist difficulty fight against this kids. Pretty much kids, right? I mean, Android 15 looks like a kid. All right, so this will be the team formation I use right here. Let's save that super attack because the boss fight is like still kind of close, right? Still within range. So cover changes, right? So Pan has a strike cover for Goten and Android 15, and the purple Kid Goku is not in range of anyone, which is good for us. First unit is going to be Pan before she starts doing all her debuff shenanigans on turn 2. Then Goten since he super attacks on turn 2. Then we can go for this guy, the EXs, and then the 15 at the end since he has death buffs. Or, well, it's like death debuffs. A super duper easy fight, bro. Don't have to worry about that one too much. Don't think you bet out too hard, right? 1.8 million, did get the full kill, no issue. Next is straight above you. It's a 5-fist difficulty fight again. Oh, we just did this one a little bit ago. We're good. All right, so we're very close to a lot of super attacks right here. I think this guy's needed for this fight. This fight is not hard, but it can be a little annoying. Again, avoid this bottom row, right? Avoid the bottom row. That is where the debuffs from the blue Zamasu come from. So attack order. So red Tapion, right? Debuffs on turn 2 heavily. This guy because he has the blast cover for the yellow. Otherwise, I would just go for the yellow second. And then we can go for the yellow. Then we can go ahead and go for these two. And then this one at the very end. Okay, I mean, it wasn't bad, bro, but Bardock took 3 hits there. They're just on his dick, bro. It's insane. 1.7 million. We did get the full kill, but this always happens to me. Does it happen to you guys? It has to be, right? Where they just one unit, bro. They're just zoned in on one unit, and it's stupid, bro. It's absolutely stupid. All right, next is going to be straight ahead again. 3-fist difficulty fight, Legends Road. I didn't want to waste a super attack with Nappa right here, but I feel like I'm kind of forced to. These double yellows, I already know they're going to attack my Bardock, right? I don't want him to take any more damage than he already has, bro. So we just have to take the L on that. All right, so attack order, I'm going to go for the Trunks first before you kill a Gohan unit, right? And then we can go for the Piccolo since he's supporting it. So I'm going to go for the Trunks first because he gets a blue card if a Gohan unit dies, right? Don't let that happen. And then after that, we can go for the Gohan, right? Because I'm pretty sure he does have support. And then this guy definitely has support for the whole team. And then we can go ahead and go for the Gritty Man, this Gotenks, and then this guy at the end. All right, super easy fight right there. 3-fist difficulty, no sweat at all. 1.2 million off the 3-fist is pretty solid. Everyone looking great. Everyone on the team is in great health except for Bardock. Now for the final fight of the video, 4-fist difficulty against the Boo Saga. For this one, we're just going to go all out right here. So these two are going to be on backup for sure, especially this guy right here, right? But this guy has a super attack, and who knows, this guy might build up one. That one's kind of iffy, but we'll see. All right, so cover changes. So Ulton has a strike cover for everyone except for the Kid Boo. The Shin or Supreme Kai has a strike cover for no one, thankfully. And then Evil Boo has a blast cover for Ulton. Attack order is actually pretty straightforward on this one. So I'm going to go for this guy first just because he's going to transform on turn 3, right? Or fuse on turn 3. Don't let him do that. And then we'll go for this guy. Hopefully we can get him out of the way with the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta super attack. And then we can go for the Supreme Kai. We can go for the Healer 18, this guy, and then this guy at the end. All right, so easy fight. That was actually easier than the Boo fight, if I'm being real honest with you. It was pretty good. So we did get 1.2 off of that. I want this Nappa. Dude, Nappa at 4 stars, bro. Look at him. He's doing fantastic. Nappa's doing better defensively than our goddamn Bardock, which is crazy, bro. Because Bardock's newer. I mean, he's an EX unit, so I guess we gotta cut him a little bit of slack, but still. So as of this video, we're sitting at almost 16 million points. The rating is gonna be super freaking low, so just bear with me here for the thumbnail. Yeah, sitting at rank 13th. Honestly, not bad. Rank 13,000. We'll definitely catch up by the end of the season. This team is very, very easy to use. Again, work on that friendship rank with Bardock, especially if your Bardock is getting targeted like mine. 100% start working on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.